Hemstitching is one of my favorite finishing techniques. It is a way of securing your weft that leaves you with a clean finish. After hemstitching, you can cut the fringe to your desired length and leave the ends as is, twist or braid the fringe, hem the ends, or anything else you'd like. To hemstitch at the start of your weaving, leave a tail of thread about 4 times the width of your weaving on the selvage. Since I'm right-handed, I leave it on the right side. If you're left-handed, you may prefer to have a tail on the left. Then weave at least 5 picks or so. Then, thread a hemstitching or tapestry needle with the tail you left. Hemstitching is a 2-part process. The first part is to place the needle at a diagonal across the back of the weaving. Here, I am hemstitching in groups of 2 warp threads and 2 weft threads. So I count 2 over and 2 up, and place the needle through the fabric at that point. Pull the yarn all the way through, then, I come back to the start of the group and go under the 2 warp threads I just worked and over the excess thread. Pull that tight. You have now created 1 hemstitching group, and will repeat the same process across the warp. Place the needle across the back of the fabric, over 2 warp threads and up 2 weft threads. Then, bring the needle back to the beginning and go under the 2 warp threads you just worked and over the excess thread. Pull that tight. You will continue the same process across the warp. You can hemstitch in groups of 2 warps and 2 wefts like I am doing here, or you can try another size group, like 3 warps and 2 wefts, or 3 warps and 3 wefts. Too large of groups will cause the hemstitching to be much more noticeable in the finished weaving. So I recommend starting small and deciding based on the yarn you're using. I also base my hemstitching group size on what I'm planning to do with the fringe. For example, if I'm braiding, I hemstitch in groups of 3 warps, so that the hemstitching groups are the perfect size for my braids. If I'm twisting the fringe, I hemstitch in groups of 4 or 6 warps. For some finishing techniques, it won't matter, but in others it will, so I always consider this before I hemstitch. In the final group of hemstitching, go over 1 less warp thread. So here I'll go over just 1 warp and up 2 wefts. We'll catch that final thread during the second part of the process. Pull that tight and then bring the needle to the start of that group and go under both ends, the one you worked and the selvage thread. And then I'll weave in the extra end. So I'll start weaving over under for a 1/2 inch to 1 inch or so. Just as long as it's woven in, you're good. Put the tail behind the fabric and you're good to go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more techniques and tutorials. Happy weaving!